Today I'm going to teach you a little bit about crane, your overhead crane operations and safety. And what we have here is a DMAT 7-ton overhead crane. Right here, you got your controller. Then of course up in there, you got your hook and your hoist. Of course, always when you're operating a crane, you want to make sure you're wearing the proper PPE. You want to have safety glasses on, a hard hat, but I'm at school right now, so we don't have hard hats. If it requires, wear some gloves or whatever. You want to make sure your controller's properly grounded, and you want to make sure all the buttons function. Before using a crane, you always want to make sure you do a daily inspection, which would be, of course, checking your controller, the wire, I guess getting up there with a ladder or another piece of machinery, maybe such as a scissor lift, and really going over your wiring and for your hoist and everything. Make sure there's no frays in the wire or anything like that that's going to cause it. Once I lower the crane, I'll show the safety clip on the hook. If that's over a certain degree, which I believe is 15 degrees, then it will no longer function properly. So first thing you want to make sure you're doing is you bring it out. I mean, it's that brings down the hoist, that brings up the hoist. This will move it back, the whole thing back. This moves it this way. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna bring it down for you so we can look at the hoist and everything. Alright, as you see right here, we have our hook or slash hoist, whatever you want to call it. This is the wiring I'm talking about. You want to make sure that you visually check it. Make sure you don't have any bends or breaks in it. That way it's not going to snap when you're lifting a load. Now it says here 7.5 tons, but up there, well, I guess it says 7.5 tons up there. You can't really see it. So you don't ever want to go over that. If you try to lift over 7.5 tons, that's when you're gonna run into some real problems. What I meant about your latch, your safety latch here, is right here. Now occasionally, over time, it'll get old and worn out, and it will come up over on top of this hook. Now if it gets to a point where it's a 15-degree difference, then it's no longer considered a safety latch, it's considered a risk and you wouldn't use it. If you notice anything wrong on your hoist or your wiring, or even in your controller, something not working properly, you always need to make sure you tell your boss that it doesn't work properly, or it's going to cause something to break or something like that. If your boss still tells you to use it, you need to deny it, and if you have to, you can call OSHA or somebody to report the incident. But basically that's how you would use an overhead crane in a nutshell.